Hey, welcome back everybody, it's Shino. And we are back in the Rusty Gears server. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. So we're back from our little adventure. Kind of getting some stuff kind of taken care of here. I'm trying to get as much of this emptied out as I can. I keep running into little projects that I want to do in between. So kind of delaying me a little bit. But we'll get to them. We'll get to them. What I want to do in this episode is I need to kind of take care of the bee area here. Thinking about relocating it to another location. I have made a Langstroth hive and I made a second super and I'd love that. It's producing about 48. Well, I harvested 17 out of it the other day. And it got me about 48 honeycomb. Which is really good. So with that honeycomb, I'm still coming over here and creating more of the hive panels, the wood. I got some more here. I'm going to be starting here really quick. Here's some linen over here for making the wax linen. So I want to make a couple more of these. So I'm thinking about relocating the bees for two reasons. One, I need to kind of clear this area out a little bit so that we can function with the road. Again, I mentioned this. We're going to start taking the road off across this way. Lead it all the way up here by where the trees are at. Then we're going to curve it and bring it back around this way and then connect up over to here. So to do that, we're going to have to kind of relocate all of this stuff. And you can see, like, I don't think these apple trees are going to do anything. I think it's too warm for the apples. I think it's too warm here for the peaches. Pear tree is right there. I think it's too warm for the pear trees as well. Oranges are doing good. We've got about another 2 weeks, so we'll have some more oranges to go. Olive trees are doing good. Looks like we've gotten some additional growth, so we might be able to get a few more saplings off of those. Same thing here with the pomegranates. In addition, on that last after that last adventure between episodes, I went to go gather some chert, and while I was out, I ended up grabbing another 33 cuttings and 8 more olive cuttings. So we're gonna have a large area for our orchard. So I'm thinking about moving the orchard farther out this way. And if you look at my upper corner, you'll see it's 26.7 here. If I go this way, it starts going down a little bit. And I think over here, this area might be about right for putting in the apples and peaches and the pears. So might be spreading out just a little bit more on my reach. There's this whole area down here too that I think we could probably do some building in. Maybe bring the animals down this way. That might be a good idea. We could bring the animals down here. And get them kind of all set up. Okay. So anyways, lots of stuff to do today. Let's make these rabbits run. Grr, go, go, go. Go, go, go. Garden here doing good. Soybeans, peanuts, flax, and sunflowers and rice. So got a few items over here growing as well. So lots of stuff. We're going to be spending a couple episodes over here by this base. We'll get a look at the construction, what's been going on. And yep, somebody's been over here and sent me a smiley face on my house. Not sure who it was. I bet their initials begin with Andy Days. What do you think? And let's check on our, let's go down here. Let's check on this. Is it done? It's done. We got our blister steel. Oh, yeah. Gather all this up. 16 blister steel ingots. Nice. All right, so we got to get that worked out too. So a lot of stuff that needs to be getting done here very quickly. So let's look in here. I'd mentioned this a couple episodes ago that I wanted to kind of adjust the way this was all working because of the speed reduction. So I've done that. So now we can come in here, we can kick this on, and we want to send power out to this area, and we see we've got power coming down to here. So that's all run underground now, coming down that way. The chert rock, I brought in chert rock and chiseled it out to give a great feel to it, so we can now look through and we can see the stuff going on. Gives it a good industrial look. Up here, created a little area for a safety rail all the way around. I need to do a little bit more across here, just kind of block all this off, but I need to leave access to be able to get in, you know, over here to this area. So kind of thinking I might go in. Well, no, I can't do that because I got to have an area open for that. You see? But anyways, I did find I've got these pipes, the rusted pipes and the pipe lamps. I thought that would look pretty cool back in there. I had them originally coming right up through here, but I decided I wanted to add a little bit of a textural detail in here. So did a little bit of chisel work in here, put in some more of the chert rock, chiseled it down to kind of create that look. So I think that's coming along pretty nice. I like it. I do like it. Roof, starting to put the roof on. But if I put another shingle there, it ends up coming in contact. The hitboxes collide. It breaks my windmill. So what I'm going to have to do then is all of these, which I think will look better anyways, I'm going to bring them up to the center of this panel here. So we're going to bring everything up 2 more spots, put it right there. So then we'll have, you know, 1, 2 spots up there, 1, 2 spots down there. It'll be right in the center of that 5. So I think that'll work right like that. And all the way around, we're going to do that, bring them up. Will not come into contact up here, but now I've got the same kind of situation here, is that if I go up, you know, where I wanted to bring this up and connect it onto that, it's going to come in contact. So that means this is all going to have to move up just a skosh as well. And then I'm going to bring the rotor out so that I can come in and put a roof cap along this thing. So, or I guess I don't need to do that. I could chisel this all back and create the overhang from those. Ooh, that's a good idea, Shino. Let's do that. Yeah. See, Shino's thinking sometimes. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I've been doing here in between. Nothing really else. Just along the castle front, been putting in a little more of the support beams, working out the roofs, trying to get everything kind of finished up. Realized that I didn't use the right counts, and gonna end up having a little bit of an area there. So that's this where it was originally going to be 1 roof. It's now going to be 2 roofs. So it'll end up looking like 2 different buildings here. No big deal. We got the same thing kind of going on over here. So I think we can survive with that kind of feeling there. And then got most of the windows put in and starting on floors, and I'll start working on the interiors of these buildings next. But anyways, that's a long short repeat, huh, of what's been going on. Okay, let me get some stuff kind of picked up, put away, gathered up, and then we'll come back and we'll get to moving the bees around. How's that sound? All right, be right back with you. Okay, sun will be up here shortly, so we're gonna kind of start getting ready. So again, what we're talking about here, well, we want this path that goes to that TL, and the path on the other side of this area that goes to the community center. We want these 2 paths to link up. Right now, it comes right to here, comes to a stop. So we're okay with that. I mean, that's fine. We might even actually leave that there. But for everybody else, I want to be able to give them an opportunity to go through. So we've got an area here that says path, and I've gone ahead and cleared this out just to kind of show about where I want the path to go. It's going to come across this way. Then it's going to come across this way. Then we're going to angle it again across this way, connect up to this side, around, and then we're going to angle it back through this way. And I haven't decided on the elevation stuff yet, but then boom, it's going to come through and then connect. Okay. So I'm not really sure as far as elevations. Do I want to bring stuff up? Do I want to put stuff down? I don't know. We'll figure that out. We're going to do some terraforming, kind of create some nice little areas to see, maybe, you know, increase the size of the pond, that kind of stuff. But what I would like to have here is an area that's going to come off from the castle wall or the gatehouse wall. And it's going to come out here to about this area, and it will connect. So, you know, straight line, boom, fine with that. It's going to come all the way across over here and connect on this side, and then it will go all the way down to here and connect over here. So I want this whole area here to be enclosed in a garden and bee area. So nice, you know, good size area that we can connect. And we do know that elevation wise, we want to come out from this door and be at ground level. So we're going to take this whole area that's kind of been identified. We're going to cut it back and get it down to all the same level. And one thing for sure, I don't mind low fertility soil in an area, because if we were to bring in, you know, medium fertility soil and put it in here, it wouldn't make it greener. You know what I mean? So we're not going to worry too much about it being low fertility soil. This garden, we may plant some vegetables in here, but more for decorations. You know, it's not like an area we're going to put in and use as a recurring garden. You know, just something we might put in for just a little bit of decoration. Get off that. The trees. Yeah, we're going to have to redo the maple trees, which is no big deal. I think having 5 maple trees with the maple sap, that may be a little much anyway, so we may reduce that down as well as we kind of go through this process. And like I said, elevation wise, I would I think I do want all of the I think I do want all of the space this side to go down. So we're going to continue removing this. All right, it's going to be boring watching me dig, so let me dig and I'll come back. Next step, got to get rid of all this rock. There's going to be a lot of rock that's going to be just at the level. I filled this all in, dug out all the rock here. Filled it back in with the soil that came up off the top. But now we're still going to have this whole area over here where we're going to have rock exposed. So now I need to dig out not only the rock that's here at this level, but then I need to go down also and dig out all the stone that is one level down so we can replace this all with dirt. So let me keep going here. All right, first thing I want to do here is I'm going to lay out kind of the path that I want to go through here. If you have been with me for any amount of time, you know I like doing the paths starting from like the center and working my way out. But because this is all the way against this edge here, that's going to be the edge. And we're going to come out along this side to make the rest of the path like this. There we go. Now, once I get this path laid out, and I think I may only make it too wide. I don't think I'll need to make it much more wider than that, but I do want to balance it. There we go. Come out this way, and then up. There we go. All right, so that at least gives me an area so that I can now define my boundary areas. All right, let me get this filled in. I'll be right back.
Nice.
Hi, Gran. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. I'm
So,
good.
I invited Gran over here to kind of learn about the From Golden Combs mod. And we're going to talk about the Langstroth Hive. And we're going to get her set up with her first hive. Now, you've already done the ceramic hives, right?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Yes. They're
So
really,
this
I
would
thought they
be-
were really cool.
Yeah,
But this
so
is, yeah.
when you're talking about bees in Vintage Story, you know, stage 1 would be the skep, and then stage 2 of your bee history would be the ceramic hive. This is going to be the third step. This is like the third tier of hives. This is the Langstroth hive. And what the Langstroth hive does is it creates an environment where one set of bees can continue to produce honey time and time again, week after week, month after month, as long as they've got the components inside there to do it. These are great for being on a server because you may be on the server for, you know, several hours, making, you know, a week go by, and then I may not be on for 2 weeks in real time. And if I just had these, well, after just a few days, I would stop getting honey.
Yeah, that's right.
But
that's
yeah,
right.
but because time is going by and everybody's on the server, I can come back on and I can harvest up. You know, I can still have honey being produced for up to a month because I've got 20 frames in there. So that would be like having 20 individual hives in this one little block right here.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. So we're going to go over making it. Let's talk about the parts first. And to move the pieces around, you do have to have an empty inventory spot. So if you have a bag spot, like I've got my 4th bag right now is empty. So if I hit Control and 4, it puts a highlight down on that last spot where there's an empty basket spot, right? So now when you go to pick up a skep, you have to do that. And the same thing for these pieces. So if I right click, I can pick that up and I can right click to put it back down. Okay. You want to show your folks?
Yeah. Okay. So if I use Control and I scroll over to that empty slot, I can go and right click it and I've got it in my hand.
There you go.
That's awesome.
And now if you right click it on the ground, you can actually place it on the ground.
Right. Right click. There you go. Yeah.
And that piece is known as the brood box. And the brood box is where the hive goes in at the populated skep.
Right.
So that's where the bees live at. The next piece that you see on there, and I'm going to pick up mine, is known as the super. And I'm going to place the super down right there if you want to pick one up too.
Nice. Yeah, I'll do that. Whoops, daisy. There we go. Shall I put that right next to yours?
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
So those are 2 different supers. Now we want to open up the super to look on the inside. So we're just going to go to one of our normal inventory spots on the hot bar. Yeah. And so I'm on 5 and I'm going to right click and that's going to open up the lid on it.
Right. I'll do the same with this one. Yeah, there.
And so now what you have is 10 individual components that are inside there that are called line frames. And that's what the wax goes on. So just like in a real beehive,
Yeah.
and a real beehive super, they have these. Now I've got 4 in here that are ready to harvest. So I'm going to go ahead and right click one out of there using my normal inventory. And the final piece that we have here is called the frame rack. So I can put that down in there and we can see we've got wax on the outside of it. So if I take my knife, just like if I was going to harvest from a ceramic hive, I can take my knife and I can click on it. And there we go. I harvest the honey off of it. And I got 3 honeycomb off of it.
Yeah.
Now, each time you harvest, you're going to lose durability on your lined frame.
Oh, right.
So if you pick up one of the lined frames and you hover your mouse over it in your inventory slot, you'll see it has a durability, 32. So you can actually harvest 32 times off of one of these.
And that's a lot.
That is a lot, yeah.
There we go.
So you want to show how to harvest one of those lined frames?
Okay. So I'm going to pick one up out of here and pop it into there. Nice. And then I'm going to... oh, no, don't do it like that. Oh, I'm not hitting on the right bit. Hang on a minute. There we go. Didn't have my cursor on the right bit, but I got it in the end. Nice. That is really cool. So, shall I put this piece back?
Yeah, let's put them back in there.
Yeah. Put back in. There we go. Nice.
Okay. So now with your normal inventory hotbar, you can right click again to close the lid.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
click. I took one out. Just a minute. I need to be on the frame, didn't I? That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
And then put it back on top of there.
Oh, I've done it again. I'm not doing very well here. Just a minute. Let me close it. I need to be over my backpack.
Yep.
That's better. Okay. There we go.
All right. Now, if you want to put the brood box back on top, it'll complete it.
Right.
Same thing with your bag inventory slot. There you go.
Yeah. There we go.
Voila.
Nice. That is so easy.
Those are nice, aren't they? And, you know, like I said, you've got, in this spot, we've got 2 supers, and we can keep adding supers on. We can go, you know, I think I've got one on my Modded to the Max world. I think I've got 7 or 8 supers on there.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So it'll keep producing for a long period of time, and it's a good place to store your honey and your beeswax at, since it doesn't go bad inside your super.
Right.
You keep all that there.
Really cool. Yeah.
Let's take a look at some of the component parts we're going to need for making you one. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds really cool.
Let's head over here.
Okay.
So I have already set up over here 3 barrels. And what you need for making the different Langstroth parts is you're going to need a large amount of beeswax to begin with. And once you have a large amount of beeswax, you're going to be coating all the different components to give them all a wax covering on them. So in the, oops, let me go to the first barrel first. First barrel, which is the one on the far right, is where I've got the linen.
Okay.
And it's 1 piece of linen to 1 beeswax. And you can use any quantity you want to put in there. I just, whenever I harvest beeswax, I divide it in half. Put half of it in one, half in the other. And then I just match up with whatever I've got as far as components go.
Right.
So once that's in there, I'm going to seal it. And that will now take 2 hours for it to become the waxed linen.
Yeah.
In the middle barrel, we have a spot where I've got 23 beeswax and 23 boards. And this is going to make the hive panels.
Okay.
Now, it'll take 2 days for that. But through the magic of television, I've gone ahead and done that. So in the last barrel here, You'll see we've already got 44 of the Langstroth Hive
Yeah.
panels done, so that's what you'll have when it's
Excellent.
done. You're a sprinter, aren't you?
Oh yes, I like to do my running. You know, a bit of exercise.
I was like,
At
man,
least in game.
you are gone.
Wish it was this quick in real life. That'd be
Oh,
good.
I'm a chubby white American. It's hard to keep up with you Brits.
I see you. Come on, get them little legs going.
Move them chunker legs.
Yeah.
I love your place.
Oh, thank you. Still a lot to do here, really, but I'm going to concentrate on my big build now. So.
Did you find your mountain?
I did.
Good.
I did. Yeah, I did. It's about 15,000 blocks down south.
Okay, I'm going to empty out I'm going to take this bag off my back.
Yeah.
All right, where do we want to put this thing at?
So, well, I should make a space in here then, shouldn't I, really? It could go in the center of this instead of that.
Well,
those logs in the middle.
the nice thing is you're not going to have to worry about the raccoons getting into the hive.
Ah, right. It's raccoon proof.
Yeah, that's one nice thing. All right, let's get your base made. And to do that, we're going to bring up the handbook. I don't know about you, but I can't remember all these recipes.
Oh no, I always have to look things up.
So we're going to be using, if we're looking in the handbook, we're going to end up using a hammer in the top spot. We're going to need the hive panels across the middle,
Right.
and then you'll need a total of 8 logs. Now, you can mix and match. So if there's different woods that you want to use, you can do that and you'll get a whole new appearance. So it's completely customizable, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw together a base. Because you've got the hive still on you, right?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go to Control 4, and we're going to put the hive down, or the base down.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to make 2 supers. One super is going to be added to the Langstroth top to make the brood box.
Super. Right.
And the other one is where we're going to put the frames at. So to make the top, you have to have a super and the top kind of gets put together.
Right,
right. So for 2 supers, I'm going to put, oops. I hate it when I do that. I get click happy sometimes. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Why is it doing that? E. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put a hammer in the top, and I'm going to go ahead and make both supers right now. But I can't, I guess I can't make them both because, well, I can. One will just fall on the ground. There we go.
Like that.
Yeah, just let it fall on the ground. So I'm going to set both of these on the ground just right here.
Let me just get this out of the way and see what you're doing. Okay.
There we go. So for the next piece that we're going to make the Langstroth top.
Okay.
And it is almost identical to making the super, except for we got to put one more board on top.
So that's the brood box. that
we're
the-
gonna
the top
make
one you're
it's
talking about?
called the brood box top. Is what I'm making. You have to make the top, and then you put the top on the brood box,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
or on one of the supers to make a brood box. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this topper over to you. It just goes into your normal inventory slot,
Okay.
and so you're just gonna take it from one of your normal hotkey bars and click on one of those supers.
Right.
There you
There we
go. So now you've made a brood
Nice.
box. So now you can take your hive and you can right click it on that brood box.
Right. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you have a populated Langstroth brood box.
Nice.
So next thing we got to do now is we got to make all of the lined frames.
Ah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to let you make up a bunch of those.
Ooh.
And I think you have... Let's see, you need to make the empty frame, which is resin, 0.1 liters of resin, 3 sticks, and a hive panel on top of it. So if you go into the inventory,
Right.
if you go into the handbook
3
and you
knots.
look up empty frame, you'll find the recipe.
Empty frame. Yeah. So yeah, the panel on top, sticks, and the resin underneath.
Yep.
Okay.
And each brood box or each super can hold 10 frames. So you'll need to make, you can make any number you want, but you'll need 10 to fully fill it.
Okay. So if I do 7, 8, 9, 10, and stick there, and the resin at the bottom. Okay, I have 10.
All right.
Pop these back. There we go.
So now you'll have to put those empty frames into, oh, hello, Piggy. You'll need to make, scared
That's not
me.
one of mine.
That's not one of yours. I didn't bring it.
No.
And we'll need to make a frame
Okay.
rack. So let me make that frame rack really quick.
Oh, right. Okay.
If the Piggy will get out of my way. Here we go.
Trampling all over the hives. Cute piggy.
Let's see. So I'll need the hammer and sticks.
So,
3 of those.
super.
And the frame rack is another piece that has to go into your backpack slot.
Ah, right. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
So there we go.
Now you can come put your 10 empty frames.
Okay.
And this is how you repair your frames also.
Nice.
So when you need to harvest your frames, when you need to do all that, you put them back into there. So now inside the box, go ahead and grab 10 of the frame liners. And then you'll end up right clicking on each one of the empty frames.
Right. Three, 4, 5. Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Now you can take those 10 out of there and you can put them into your super.
Okay. And last one. There we go.
Very good. So now all we need to do is close this and put it all together.
Right. Closed. So the
I'll
base
let
is
you-
in there.
Uh-huh.
Let me just have a look. Oh yeah, there's that. Okay.
So go ahead and grab your super.
Shall I? Oh, no, I'm closing it.
Go to your
Just a
bag
minute.
slot.
Oh, of course. There we go. I keep forgetting that. And there we go. That's on there.
And now your top.
The top. Is that in the bag slot as well? I don't remember.
Yes.
It is. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it is. Does it matter which way you're facing as to which way
No,
it will go?
it'll orientate it.
Okay. There we go. Look at that.
Well done.
That looks awesome. I love it.
They are really
Nice.
neat. I love those hives.
That is so neat. That is really cool.
Yep,
I will take that one at the top there down. So I won't leave it up there.
So
That's
now
cool.
what'll happen is that hive will, they'll go out, they'll start scouting just like the rest of these will. And then once they found all these flowers, they'll start making honey for you.
Yeah, it says that the bees are out scouting for flowers. Nice.
Now we've got the settings on this. There is a configuration file for the From Golden Combs mod. And in that JSON file, you can actually set the number of days. So if you're in a single player world and you want to speed it up or slow it down, you can do that. We've got it set for, I think it's 6 days. So every 6 days, in-game days, one of those lined frames will become covered in honey and will be harvestable.
Nice.
So you've got, about 2 months that thing will run. Of course, we're getting into the winter time, so things will slow down for you.
Yeah. Oh, that is awesome.
Where do you want where do you want your frame rack at?
I should. I suppose I should leave it in the. There's a vessel near the door on the inside. I should put it in there, I think.
In the one called Beehive?
Yeah, to the right here.
You can't.
Oh, yeah, you could put it in there.
Oh no, you can't because it's a
Oh,
entity.
can't you put it in?
No, it's an entity.
Oh, right. Can it go on a table then, or
Nope.
that's
that one's blocked.
underneath? That's underneath there. I'll move
Yeah.
this along. I'll have to use my thing there. Okay, can I put it there?
There we go.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. You can't fly yet, can you?
I can.
Oh, can you?
I can. I try not to use it too much because I feel it's a bit cheaty, but
It's not a bit cheaty. It's very cheaty. Let's call
is.
things as they are. It's very cheaty, but
I only want to use it when I'm building because it's up in the mountains, but so I try not to use it when I'm not building.
I like using it for a couple reasons. One, when I'm recording content, I want to get through stuff as quickly as possible.
Oh yeah.
And when I need to prep for a video, I need to get through stuff as fast as possible. I don't have a whole lot of time to record, and
that's
to
fair
prep
enough.
during the week. So, if I pop on this and I set it to a speed of 6 and I take off, 15, 20,000 blocks to go find something, I don't feel bad about that at all.
I'm sure I'm going to be getting used to it very, very soon.
I have it on all the time.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I have it on all the time. So whenever I have to consciously turn it off. Sometimes I can't remember, and I'll just start flying around inside my house and just like right up to the ceiling.
Oh dear.
Oh. Well, hey, I think that was a lot of fun. I appreciate you coming on, spend some time with me.
Oh, Thank you very much. That's awesome. I love the hive.
Yeah.
That's I never thought I'd have one of those.
Now you won't be able to
Awesome.
like these, where you already have the ceramic hives. Those hives are gone. So if you wanted to create another Langstroth hive, you would have to have another populated skep
Right,
to
right.
do that. So
Okay.
anytime you need a populated skep, come by my
Uh-huh.
place. I have a lot
Right.
of bees, and I'm going to be setting up a lot more skeps up the normal type specifically for this.
Okay, excellent. So I can't
So
take these skeps out of these then, the ceramic ones. I
nope.
can't take those out of those.
Nope.
All right,
Once they're
okay.
inside the ceramic, they're done. They don't swarm. So once they go inside
Right.
any of the from Golden Combs items, they won't swarm
Yeah.
anymore. So
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
good that
I'll just
you've
have
got
to
one
create.
protected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
wanted to
I'll
make
have to.
another hive, what you might do is make a populated skep and put around this one so it'll swarm. Or like I
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
just come by my place, grab as many hives as you want,
Okay.
use them whenever you want.
That's
Mikasa,
great. Thank you.
Mikasa is Sukasa.
Sukasa.
So,
Yeah.
so,
Excellent.
all right.
Awesome.
So thank you very much, Gran. I'll let you go.
Okay, thank you, Shino. That was
Yeah.
brilliant.
All right, we're back. That was a lot of fun. Like getting to spend time with some of the other members on the server. Gran is going to go work on something. Andy's over here too, kind of hanging out, which is kind of cool. But yeah, Gran's getting her stuff from after that. Andy needed a skep, and I told him to help himself, grab whichever one he wants. So yeah, no worries. But yeah, I love spending time with them and getting to spend time doing stuff. So do appreciate her very much. That's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, well, I shouldn't say next episode, but soon, we're going to be doing a raid on the Resonance Archive as a group. I will live stream that like we did last time. And I'll probably put together a little video montage of it as well. So I don't know if that will be the next episode that you see, but it should be coming up here pretty quick. If I recall, it is 2 weeks from today, the 24th, is when we'll be doing it. So once that's all confirmed, the timing and everything of it, I will put a notice out on YouTube. So you'll probably see that just right before. You'll hear me saying that right now, but it'll already be out by the time you see this video. So look for that. Okay. Hey, thanks for spending time with me. This is Shino, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.